Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the Dallas Cowboys. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Elliott. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. Here's Prescott, and that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott, and it is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position.
Set 70, Indy. You ain't going nowhere. Hey, Charlie. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. And let's get this. Get this. Break on the foot. Ready?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's caught. It's DeAndre Carter. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11th. They'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. They'll run with Elliott. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. 9 good yards here on the run, and now third down.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Here go 46. 46. 26.
Prescott from the gun on third. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a 2nd time. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Let's take it inside his own 40. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go, let's go. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Pilot, 64, weak.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
Let's go, boys.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from some.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. DeMarcus Lawrence in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season.
Tight go, tight go, tight go. Great zone, Travis. Buzz, buzz.
He'll look to throw. This is caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson. His third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Pollard going to try the right side. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. This is Elliott. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Lots 56. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54.
10th carry now for Elliott. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
You go.
Brought down at the 4-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 4-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Redskins 7. Cowboys nothing.
Here we go. 56. Here we go. Going to 54. Spot. 26.
Now Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 17th touchdown now on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll set up a throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. 2nd and 5. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Let it. 54, right there, right there. 54, Mike. He don't know no better. 2.
He'll drop to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 30 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. They'll look to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back.
Ready, break.
54. Mike 54. All day, every day, any day.
Protein spill. Look at me, zipper. Hey, wahoo.
Check, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, here we go. Mike 54, Mike 54.
Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now the ball comes loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington.
36.
Hey, Echo.
Right there.
X3, 218, chopper.
Back to throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Here now at 10-7. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Pollard. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 2.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
All day, baby.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Hey, 47. Come on. 26.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. And that will be incomplete. Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And Eifert has it. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
There you go. 47.
Stop your whining. Watch the edge.
There you go, going to 53. 26.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory.
Ezekiel Elliott. He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 49-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Prescott. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 34-yard line.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. To throw is Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing. Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
55 is my guy, 55. You got
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now Prescott on 4th down. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A big pickup there. 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Right there, look, 55. Hey, G. Go to 54, go to 54. Right in. Back 55. You don't want this. Go to 54, right in. 55. 26.
From the red zone now, Prescott buying time to his left. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 39. And his kick is right there. It's good. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. You ain't doing nothing.
2nd and 10. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Let's go.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
On third down, Elliott. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Elliott. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Double dog, that's the way.
Prescott from the gun. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now Elliott. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
We're going to 53.
They'll try again with Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able. He's given them a little jolt, just gave them the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
80 weapons. Hey, zoom. Hit it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Complete. Richardson has it. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
54's Mike, 54's Mike. Check, go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught by Richardson. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? The throw right sideline here is complete. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They're going to look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Get it ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Washington. In for the score, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. On is Hopkins now for the extra point.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
(17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe mix it up a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
That's good for a Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Going to 52.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Here we go. Going to 54. Going to 54. Right.
On first down, Pollard. And some room to work. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play for the Cowboys on 3rd. 49 yards on the ground.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. A give to Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up second and goal.
Again, it's Elliott. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
They need to reverse the trend. The last two plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. From the shotgun, it's Prescott toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
On the ready.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Hey, Charlie.
Second and long. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. A first down carry by Elliott. Oh, he's got a little daylight. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run this one in, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his third touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Carter. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now back to throw. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. And he's going to go down. This will count as a sack, a very short sack. Taken down at the 2. Jalen Smith in to drop him behind the line for a loss of a yard. Second and 1. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Hey, high 7. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Shoot.
Looking to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
This close to the goal line, you got to be very careful with the offense calls rub routes. When I call a pick trying to screen you off from your coverage, does a nice job of avoiding that and helping force an incompletion.
Hopkins' kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They go to Elliott again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's got the hook up to Dylan Cantrell. And all the way down to the 37. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The run by Elliott, a good one on first down as he's able to pick up about 6 there. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
61, match box. Ready?
They'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready. 8, read. Smooth.
You can't block me. Mike 5-4. Nice, read hard.
They'll look to throw here. Throw right side complete to Carter. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. Takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So we had action to the very end of this one.